Looking up stuff online is almost useless sometimes. I was looking for replacement bulbs for the solar lights for Better Homes and Gardens, and all it shows me is where to buy the lights. I'm like, okay, but I want replacement bulbs. They only come with 2 replacement bulbs per thing. Okay, well, how can you get replacement bulbs? How can you order just a bunch of the replacement bulbs? Oh, fuck a duck again, right? It doesn't show you where to find any. It's wow, Share Kerrigan's story, so you build the last. If the wind knocks and the bulbs go out, then you should be able to just replace the bulbs, so you don't have to replace the whole housing. So you're not wasting stuff, and it's a solar panel light thing, so it works. It's nice to have. But I sat and I talked to Patrick, and 2 ass-kicking videos got put on hold. We talked about his mom. Says mom worships a female deity, because a lot of women do. Oprah, lots of other people like that, because how we live is through reproduction of the female. It's like there's no female deity. There's God, which is the essence of life. Physical existence, okay, does not transcend the glory of the soul. But and then I sat and thought about it. I thought, okay, well, I see why Steffi, like my mom, does not want, I don't believe in a male God as like God. I don't either. Okay, me neither. Nope, because God's omniscient, omnipotent. And physical existence is through female and male reproduction, which we discussed the other day. It's an elegant design, because the stronger the sex has to nurture and care for and it puts, when having my baby by Palenka, it puts her in a vulnerable position where she could die, and the babies are very vulnerable. So the man has to be very providing, very protective, very caring, very understanding to maintain his physical existence through loving his wife and children, right? So it's an elegant design given to us by an infinite essence for an eternal existence of just loving, right? So it's really beautiful in its design. People that criticize it are just stupid, and that's okay, because we don't need a lot of stupid people around telling us what to do, seriously, right? So, but that explains why his mom would do that she would have that radical of a reaction, because she was that way of me. You're like Superman and all that, and all the women want you, and everybody in the military is trying to kill you, and so she got what you think was ultra paranoid, and she wasn't ultra paranoid. She was actually correct in her assessment. Through I'm a transmitter and she's a receiver, and then she's Patrick's mom, and Patrick's the spirit of Solomon, who is just as tortured, abused, and people are jealous of him because of his spiritual understanding throughout eternity for a long, and then you guys got to understand this as far as understanding the humble acceptance of faith in God. It's a very small sample size. Okay, as far as documentation or archaeological evidence and stuff we have, it's been about 10,000 years. So as far as our understanding of faith in God, it's only like, it's a very small sample size. If you look at time and eternity and space and infinite glory, the very small sample size, very small, tiny, 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 small sample size of understanding in eternity. It's very small, teeny weeny sample size. The time with the dinosaurs, long, big bit of a time. The people, then Jesus, and then God, the understanding of God is very tiny sample size. Minuscule, tiny sample size, little, right? You have to forgive me. I was out there running around in the thing. I'm all flushed and red. And I used to, I'm okay. I'm detoxing from chemical poisoning from my own government being jealous of me, like what happened with Pace Pascal and others. So, I guess I shouldn't apologize at all. I guess most of you should apologize for not believing in me and living a better life with me, because we're all living the Lord's Prayer yesterday, not today, not tomorrow, but yesterday. Yesterday, all my troubles seem so far away. Now I need a place to hide away. There's no place to hide now, guys. There never was. Okay. We all know Hitler was a turd bag, and we all know that Henry David Thoreau is not, right? So, you can sit there and you can wrap up selfish shit in a package of real sharp Nazi uniforms, best dressed exploiters, extorters, and prison camps in the history of the world. It doesn't make them, you can't go back in history and say, no, Hitler really was a nice guy. He was just misunderstood. Right? And you can't go back in time and say, no, Henry David Thoreau was really just an obstinate, obnoxious, ignorant jerk who thought he was great, but he wasn't. He never thought he was great. He was just a good person trying to be a good person, trying to help other people be truthful so they could be good people too. Okay. And a truthful person does not require justification. Okay. And doesn't require defending. Okay, you're innocent until proven guilty. I'm living body of the Lord's Prayer. You're not. So you're guilty until you prove yourself innocent by standing up for the Lord's Prayer with me. Makes it a lot easier, doesn't it? Sure does. Makes cleanup is a cinch. It's better than a magic eraser from Mr. Clean. He's got the tough on greasing, grime, and curd. Okay, Dirt, you know what I'm saying? If you do something right, Proverbs, share, care, give his cords, needs built to last. There you go! Right? Hallelujah! They can be taught. You are free to fly away like Olivia Newton-John in Denver there. And the last episode of Magnum P.I. with Tom Selleck there. Okay, you're funny. Yes, I am. To people that have a decent sense of humor and are older, I'm funny if they're intelligent. If they're stupid, this guy's an idiot. What's he talking about? Nothing. Just we need more money to have sexual procreation, or people will torture us. Well, they torture you anyway. Oh yeah, and having money doesn't help. No, you're just Tracy Chapman. If I always wanted, I guess I'll never have. I'll be working for somebody else until I'm in my grave. But you're dreaming of a life of ease and mountains, oh mountains of things, right? Have you ever heard that song? It's a good song. I don't have it. I should put it on my MP3. I should. Yeah, that's a good one. That's one of my favorites. Mountain O Things. And the other one is the one that's Baby Can I Hold You Tonight, which is really the music and melody to Paul Young's Every Time You Go Away, I think it is. But yeah. But it's a good song. Sorry is all that you can say. Time goes by and still, baby, can I hold you tonight? That's a good tune. And then, if not now, then when? That's also a very good tune. Yeah. Particularly fond of Tracy Chapman, Diane Reeves. Diane Reeves has a better voice, but I like Tracy Chapman's songs better. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Two of my ex-wives. I think, Steffi likes Diane Reeves better than Tracy Chapman, I think. I don't know. Steffi really likes Joni Mitchell, and I really like Joni Mitchell too. I'm particularly fond of Joni Mitchell. My favorite Joni Mitchell song is probably Help Me, but I do like Both Sides now, but I like the way Judy Collins sings it better. Most people do. And what's the other one? Big Yellow Taxi. Big Yellow Taxi is a shit, yo. Yeah, that's a good one. She's got other songs that Steffi's into that I'm not as much into. It's like I'm not really particularly fond of those. Those are my three favorites. I'm sticking to it. And I still think Judy Collins sings Both Sides now better than Joni Mitchell. You can argue with me all you want. That's I'm entitled to my opinion. It's okay though. Judy Collins sings a lot of songs better than a lot of other people that sing them. She sings "Send in the Clouds" better than Frank Sinatra for sure. And that song reminds me of my Emily. On the Radio reminds me of Emily and Kate. Lots of songs remind me of Emily. Beautiful by Gordon Lightfoot. Rainy Day People by Gordon Lightfoot. Yeah, that's a good one. That's Emily in a nutshell there. Rainy Day Lovers. Don't. Yeah, she's a total sweetheart. Send in the Clouds definitely reminds me of Emily Grace. Making my entrance again with my usual flair. Sure of my lines. No one is there. Darn you, Emily Gracie Bird. I told her today, we were talking, I said, I'm not going to be sad. I'm not going to cry or anything to think about. And here I am singing that song, thinking about my Emily, crying, you plissy plam, you. Jessie by Janice Ian, but sung by Roberta Flack. Yeah, Roberta Flack sings it better, but Janice Ian's a good singer. Just, we're talking about Roberta Flack there. There's not many better singers in the world, according to my opinion. There's not many better singers in the world than Roberta Flack. I think, but I do like "Killing Me Softly" better by Lauryn Hill. Did you say it? Yes, I said it out loud, and I that's my opinion. I stick to it. What's the other one? "Can't Take My Eyes Off You." I like Lauryn Hill's version probably just as much as Frankie Valli's. Well, hers is a little more jazzy and prov-y. I like it. I'm entitled to my opinion, you dirty little rotten bastards. Yeah, okay. Don't force your opinion on me. Okay. You're funny. I connected to my ex-wife, Steffi. Well, my ex-wife. My son's mother. Should be more appropriate. We never were forgotten words and funds, and the ink stains that are dried upon my line. She stays in the back roads by the rivers of my memory, and forever hours she's just gentle on my mind. Amy too? Yeah. Yolanda too. Yep. Well, if Yolanda told me when we broke up, she said here we are, and it must have been Love by Roxette were the two songs that reminded her of me. And every time I hear those songs, I can't help but think of the good times me and Law had together and all the hopes and dreams and things that we had planned that we felt when we were together. And if I saw her tomorrow, I'd still feel that. I'd be like, damn it. Got me feeling like a 21-year-old kid at a 20-year-old kid at a dance club in Phoenix, all pissed off at my girlfriend. Okay. You know what I mean? Okay. So on my way to the bathroom and then getting picked up on by some little girl who looks like she's 15 and she's 19. Okay. No, 19. Okay, Paul Hardcastle. Okay, guys, we're going to load this one up. And the technology has the other two that you cowards didn't want loaded. So we'll talk later. We'll work this out. It's supper time and you stand like living in Lord's Prayer, you dirty little rotten turd bag bastards. NASA is going to help make the world a better place. Not at this rate. Very tiny sample size, but not doing a good job of living Lord's Prayer. Tiny sample size, not doing a good job of living perfectly. Tiny sample size. Hey, good. So when you do it, it'll be a big sample size of living good instead of a tiny sample size of invading houses through technology and not living Lord's Prayer. Okay, love you.